Hello, hello, hello. Andrew Ford back for day 2 of the Keys to Success training series. And today we're going to be talking about, like I said yesterday, why online, along with the title of today, the $1,000,000 strategy. How are people making millions of dollars online? What is their strategy? What are their secrets? Well, I gave you a little bit about their mindset and traits of a leader, as well as a little bit of the background information on day one. We're talking about what's required of you. Now we're going to get into the actual strategy. How do they do it? But first, here's me. I'm sitting at my computer still. I'm knocking this all out in one day, so please bear with me if I sound a little tired because it is pretty late at night. But let's move on. Why online? First off, the audience. I mean, literally, we can reach more people online in a couple of years than most people back in the old days have reached in their entire lifetime, traveling consistently non-stop. We can reach billions of people literally with stroke of a few keys, clicks of a few mouses, and we can reach the world pretty much. And the accessibility of those people is pretty much thanks to software and technology is pretty virtually there are no borders on the world anymore. We can pretty much go anywhere, talk to anybody, and communicate with people and set up a business and network with the entire planet with ease now, if you learn a particular set of skills that are required to do so, which I'm teaching you now in this Keys to Success training series, along with other places you're networking with me. I've literally found out the secret and am constantly building upon that on how to reach the world. Like, if you heard of the story, how to I'm going to travel the world in 40 days, well, you pretty much can reach the world in 40 days online. Okay, here is the $1,000,000 strategy now for the serious business. What do people lead with? What do the big dogs lead with? Do they lead with their primary business opportunity? No. Do they lead with their product or company info? No. So please, if you fit into one of those categories, please stop. Why? Because everybody else is doing that. And in this world, in this industry, we realize that the market is saturated. There are a lot of people promoting a lot of things. So, in basic marketing, let's go back to Marketing 400. How do you set yourself apart in a saturated market like the restaurant industry? Well, pretty much like I just said, you set yourself apart using this differentiation strategy. You have to be different. You have to be offering something that everybody else isn't offering. And what is that? That's value. You lead with value. What is value? Information and tools that will better the individual, not your business opportunity. Your business opportunity isn't value. Well, it is value, but not the type of value that you should lead with. You should lead with information that and tools that will help improve people's lives, help improve their business if they have a business online, help them learn something, give them something that they don't have to pay you for, and that they can actually use and it benefit them. That's value. That's the true definition of value. What does this do? It demonstrates your knowledge and ability to lead, and it shows them that you care. Shows them. Keyword show. You show people you care by what you do. I just got into my next slide. But what happens next? People like you because you've helped them, and they're impressed with your knowledge and leadership skills, which we're going to really get in depth into leadership skills in day 7. It's very, very important and essential. But they're impressed with your knowledge, and one or two things happen once they become impressed. Number one, they use the information you gave them and go on with living their life. Just be happy you planted a seed of value in their life, because it's going to come back to you. It is. Or number two, which we're going to talk about more now, is they want to learn more about you, which is what you really want them to do. Don't worry about the people who don't worry so much about the people who don't want to know more about you, who don't want to communicate with you. Don't worry about those people. Focus on the people that want to know more about you. The people who want to know more information about you, want to network with you, want to learn from you, want to pass value amongst each other. Learn more about those people. So, this is where we come into our most powerful key to success. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most powerful thing in the world with having an online business, and that's having an autoresponder. Follow up. Follow up is the most powerful thing you can do. Follow up. And I don't mean harass people. I mean follow up with more value. You want to pack people with more value in a day that they can use in a month. That's what I'm doing with you guys now with this Keys to Success training series. I haven't even begun to pack the value in yet. Once we get into the webinars as well as the latter days where we get more into detail about generating traffic and converting that traffic, guys, it's literally, your head's gonna spin. But I just want you to take it slow, dissect it, save these videos, save the links to these videos, come back to them, study them, take notes. Okay? What is an autoresponder? If you don't know what an autoresponder is, I'm going to run through it real quick. It automatically sends out pre-written set of emails you write in the order you set them to be sent out. So I can set up an email system where you get this email day 1, you get this email day 2, day 3, day 4, day 100, day 1000. I can set an autoresponder up to do that. This is pretty much the ultimate form of leverage. You don't have to sit down and type out emails, and as well as you can personalize them too with the people's names in them. So I can send you if I get an email in my inbox, hey Andrew, how you doing? That really makes me sound like you sat down and wrote that email to me specifically to give me that value, and that really connects with the individual, and that's what you want to do. Especially online, you want to get a chance to connect with people as much as possible, since being online is a little bit more impersonal than meeting in person. So let's jump into this. What about offline? You, capital N, capital E, capital E, capital D, need offline communication skills. It's an absolute must if you want to survive in the long term. I know you see people online advertising, you can sign people up without even talking to them, but literally, if you want to survive in the long term, you need offline communication skills. What they don't tell you is most of those people have tremendous turnover ratios. That means if they look at their organization 3 months from any given point in time, they see a lot of new faces. That's because they're not keeping people, because the lack of communication. Communication has to be there if you want to survive long term. My method to the madness about offline recruiting, I don't personally go up to people in stores and harass my dentists and stuff like that about joining my opportunity or looking at some of my products or anything like that. My method is I just do my online business. I just do it. And then when people ask me what I do, that's what gives me an open door to kind of talk to them about what I do online. And I actually take that offline meeting and I turn it into an online put them in my online marketing funnel. So that's my method to the madness of offline recruiting. But you just absolutely need to have offline communication skills, okay? This is going to help you survive in the long term. You have to talk to your people to keep your people. You must talk to your people to keep your people. You're not going to just sign people up, not talk to them, and plug them in the system. They're going to feel like they're a robot and they're not significant. So you must talk to your people if you want to keep your people. And what I teach all my business partners, I teach them offline communication skills mostly by example. I have example calls when I talk to people who call me. I have other different types of tools just to help them develop their offline communication skills, because these are the necessities to surviving in the long term. So to sum it up, I talked about the potential of online. I gave you the $1 million strategy, and that's lead with value, pack value into them until they want to learn more about you, because people are going to join you, they're not going to join your organization. Okay, so you're positioning yourself and not anything you're offering. That's the $1 million strategy, guys, pretty much summed up. Also, I talked about the most powerful key to success called follow-up, which is also pretty much your golden nugget in your trunk, which is your autoresponder. That's definitely a must. I'm going to talk more about that in building relationships. I believe that's day 5, about how to actually talk to people with your autoresponder once you get that. As well as I talked about offline requirements, which is pretty much mainly communication skills. You need that. You need to communicate with people, okay? What we're going to talk about tomorrow is the blood or the life source of your business, which is traffic. You must generate traffic, okay? We're going to get deep into that. And also what's going to come with tomorrow is one of those first webinars, which is that 84-minute video about 5 powerful marketing arenas and how to market in those arenas, like multimillionaire Jonathan Budd, my business partner, does, and as well as our whole entire organization, which he teaches all of us. Okay? My name is Andrew Ford, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.